Hello, Brandon. This is Austin Iverson from Iverson Auto here in Mitchell and Huron, South Dakota. I originally started making the video on my phone, and then I realized I couldn't switch from the front-facing camera to the rear-facing camera. So I'm going to give you a little lowdown of our entire facilities here. Probably take upwards of 10 minutes. So go ahead, bear with me. But I'm going to start with the drive-by here, sunny old South Dakota, and snow on the ground being in Wisconsin, so that's nothing gonna be surprising for you. Does get cold here too. So I'm pulling out of our sign shop, Make It Mine Designs. Built that here in 2017. We just opened up in February, and I'm going down Burr Street right now, and this is our Mitchell location. So this is one of the main veins of Mitchell that goes up to the interstate, and I'm going to show you the sales facility here. So I'll do a little drive-by. We've got our Jeep Wranglers there, and as well as many of our used vehicles that are lining the road. Here's our dealership, Iverson's, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Featherlight. We've got our rows of Journeys here and all of our new vehicles lining the road. We've got Jeep Mountain, and also our Ram Truck Center here. So we're going still up the road. That big water tower way up there in the distance, that's the water tower signaling Mitchell on the interstate. So what I'm going to do on this little side roads, I'm going to take our first jut in here, and I'm going to give you a tour of the top lot right now. And the top lot was developed here just a little bit over 2010, where before this we didn't have any cars up here. But this facility is housing currently about 425, 450 units. It can be much larger. It can be in upwards of 500 to 600 units easy, especially if we make room with some of the trailers that we have over here. But as the market slumped here in October, November because of the hurricanes, we let go a lot of our inventory just because the market on the used vehicles were so high. So now that we're packing vehicles back into our lot, as the market's dipping, we'll expect to hold on to those for a couple of months back until the summer rush hits. But we've got about 50 trailers here as well. I'm gonna bump it down to probably 35 trailers, both a mix of new and used. The total area up here is sitting on a little bit over 4.5 acres. We've also got this little area too that outlines that sits next to the highway, and there's a dog food processing plant over there in the background. But the highway is not nearly as much traveled as Burr Street, that street that we came up on, and that's the main road that's coming in from the interstate. So our upper sales facility was built just for the need to expand from our lower sales facility. And as you can see, that we've got all of our pickups up here. So we've got heavy-duty Ram on one side, we have heavy-duty other make and model, Chevy, Ford, then we have some of our very much older pickups over here on this side. I just put in a new LED lighting system here too, so that's pretty up to date. But as far as our top sales facility, I'm just going to go ahead and do a walk-in up here. The Chrysler Arch was built by a gentleman here in town that actually I was dating his daughter at the time. But he ended up building the Chrysler Arch and LED light slots here in the side. So at nighttime, these are rotational colored LED lights that line the inside, and it goes from, you can see now it's turning a green and more purple hue. But we'll walk into this, and it's only a couple thousand square foot in this facility. I think around 3,500. But as you walk in, you'll see sales desk over here on the left, and as well as an additional sales desk here on the right, not currently being utilized. But you look up at the architecture and the desk as you walk in. So the front of the desk symbolizes the Chrysler Arch, as well as the left and the right side there is for bar height, the standing area for a manager to desk some deals and somebody to be up there talking to the manager and still be standing at the same time. As you see that there are LED lights that line the ceiling as well. We've got a bar up here right on top of the desk, as we've got an eye over on the other side, and then we also have an eye formation here on the right side. A vehicle that's in the showroom here right now is our 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat convertible that we are using more or less as a showpiece, but it is for sale. It's the first convertible Hellcat made in the world. We've got the directional lights up there too that turn on at nighttime, so it lights up the sales floor. Those are just normal incandescent bulbs. We've got designed concrete down here on the floor. So this is concrete and then some sort of a mixture that they put up on top of here and swirled it around, as well as some some vinyl pieced flooring together here. I do like the idea of this concrete though, it's very, very sturdy. Got an illuminated brochure rack over here that we've really yet to put the brochures in, but we found space for them over here on this wall. Just got some Mopar art and such hanging up over on the wall, as well as when you come in. Then over on this side, we've got a 1969 Barracuda M Code 440. It's on display. It's the first 440 Barracuda that they made, as well as the only year that they made the Barracuda in the 440. So collector's piece that my dad holds on to. Back there on the wall is we've got a 9-screen LCD. They look around like 42 inch, somewhere around there, that makes a video wall, which I'm a big fan of. I think that's very technologically advanced. I'd like to incorporate that into the new dealership as well. And a couple golf carts for the summertime. As I sent over in the Excel sheet, I mentioned area for storage of snow brooms, as well as battery packs and chargers for the vehicles. You'll see down when we get to the lower facility where a lot of those end up getting put, but this is an example of something that I would ideally like to conceal a lot of this stuff. I mean, even conceal this big tube type deal over here as well would be ideal. This upper sales facility originally had a lot of echoing in it, and that's why we ended up hanging these pennant banners from the ceiling, as well as a little refreshment area over here. You see that we've got a glass front refrigerator, which I'd like to keep. There's Coke, Diet Coke, a couple different other brands of pops too that we keep around here, but I do like the can style being held for the customers, over a pop machine that perhaps is a fountain that you've got to clean on a regular basis. Up here are just other views of the lot from our security cameras, so there's a better view of what's going on up here while there's a salesman manning the desk. Hello ladies. I'm just making a video for our architect, so I'm showing him around before he ends up getting here. But this is our BDC department, our call center. So there's 4 separate areas inside here, as well as area for a couple of computers. We also have a couple of business development center reps that sit at those desks over there in the corner too on occasion. Otherwise, we currently have a couple staffed here. And back here is an electrical room, and there's a window back over here that looks down on the lower facility. Accessory displays. Our business development center, it took off originally, and then it's been a little bit in a lull right now. We're switching our customer relations management software, so hopefully that'll pick up a bit, but we've gradually not been adding on development center employees as they we're gearing them towards calling service customers as well.